Hi, I'm Norm Stillman, one of the vets at the Court Street Animal Hospital in Plymouth, here for this week's PCN Pet Health segment. This week I thought we'd talk about how to know how much to feed your dog and also how to know whether your dog is too heavy or too thin. Presley here is going to help me demonstrate. So there is no proper dose of food for every single dog. There's no graph that just says 10 pounds, 1 cup, 20 pounds, 2 cups. It has everything to do with your dog's breed and her level of activity and her metabolism. But in general, what we really want is to be able to feel a dog's ribs distinctly, but preferably not see them. So that is, if I were to say to you that Presley has 13 ribs and ask you to show me where the 10th one is, ideally you'd say, okay, well, here's Presley's 13th rib, so 13, 12, 11, 10, there's her 10th rib right there. I can feel it distinctly, and I know that Presley is a good weight. Also, when I look down on her from above, I like to see a little bit of a waistline right behind her last rib, where she goes in a little bit. And that also tells you that she's an appropriate weight. Once you start to see her ribs, a little too skinny, and once you can't feel them anymore, a little too heavy, but right in between those two, there's a sweet spot where you can both feel them and not see them, and of course that's perfect. How much food does it take to get there? Well, like I said, it's different for every dog, but in general, your vet will tell you a good place to start, and then periodically, once a week or so, you can try to feel your dog's ribs. If your dog's ribs are not palpable, then back them off a little bit. If you're giving them a cup of food, why don't you drop them down to 3/4 of a cup of food twice a day. If your dog's ribs are starting to show through, then if you're giving them a cup of food, bump them up to a 1.25 cups. You're going to just slowly approach the appropriate dose, and that's going to be just right for your dog, but maybe different for some other dog, even if that other dog's the same weight. And that way you'll be able to keep them at an appropriate level. There are a lot of good reasons to do that. Good for their joints, their heart, their liver, and of course they'll live longer and be healthier because of that. Thanks so much for letting me join you today. I hope that answered some questions, and I look forward to talking with you again soon.